6-3 live from the SoFi Center in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. We got a special guest joining us live and in the flesh. You could see him on the studio show before and after the TGL doing all the coverage, usually from Washington, D.C., but now he's in the flesh here with us joining now. You can see him on SportsCenter as well, longtime host of ESPN. It is Scott Van Pelt joining the program now. Scott, we appreciate you giving us the time. How you doing today?
I'm really well. It's nice to be face-to-face, and it's been really cool to see this. I've been hosting from afar, from Washington, D.C., where our studio is. Tony and Mike, of course, do PTI. Well, Tony used to. He just went to his attic in COVID and never left. But anyway, it's the studio there in D.C. is where I am. And so it's one of those things that it's really something. But then it's like anything. You got to see it to
it
really
is so
get it.
Different live.
Oh, it's bananas. And I mean, look, the people that know the backstory of this, they were supposed to launch a year ago, and there was sort of a hurricane that kind of formed out of nothing.
It took the roof out.
Well, it was a bubble, like a tennis bubble. And obviously that was a mess, but it was in many ways, I think, a boon for the league because it gave them a chance for the technology to get a little better, to build an actual brick-and-mortar structure. It is amazing, and, SoFi threw their muscle behind it. There's real horsepower behind it in terms of the players, the ownership. So it's just really cool to be here and do it in person.
What surprised you the most about being here in person and seeing it?
The green, I knew it's the only one of its kind in the world. Like the big 5-story thing, the screen that you hit into, I could figure that out. But just like the green, it's like the undulation of it. Like looking at it, you're like, damn, that thing is bananas, man. And they can tweak it to be anything. I mean, it's just kind of like the question, a lot of folks that listen, especially in this part of the world, like golf, you wouldn't necessarily need an indoor simulator like you would like in your pop's neck of the woods, or yours. I'm a Northeast guy as well. Like, you may not have a simulator in the basement. This is that if money were truly no object. I mean, if you ever wondered what would something look like if you had real deep pockets, this is it. So, I mean, I was blown away by the green. And then just there's an intimacy to it. It feels just big enough that it feels big, but it also feels small enough that you felt it last night. No shock, the New Yorkers giving the boys from Atlanta the what for.
Uh-huh.
And then the Atlanta guy's like, what is this about? Like, oh, you want some? Okay. And then it got
pesky, little pesky,
Yes.
got a little spirit there. Scott, one thing, I want to rewind the clocks back a couple months here. I know it's probably been a couple years since the conversations have went about, but you've always been a golf guy with ESPN. You've always done a lot of coverage on the tour and everything like that. The second the TGL comes about, hey, we're looking to do this. We're looking to add a little flair to golf. We're looking to get some of the best players. To get Tiger and Rory back in it, the whole thing. What was your initial reaction? Was there a hesitancy involved in approaching something like this? Did you think golf needed a shot in the arm? What was your sort of takeaway when you jumped on board with the TGL?
That's a great question because I think that a lot of the problem with golf, from my perspective, is that there are far too many gatekeepers that are too buttoned up and worried about what it should be, the game of golf.
Yeah.
Look, it's my life I owe to the game of golf because I started the Golf Channel. I met Tiger Woods, and I got lucky. So I'm always grateful to the game of golf. But everything in life evolves, nothing static. This had the muscle of Tiger and Rory behind it. And then it had SoFi, McCarley, like innovators, people that are going to push the envelope to take things to the next sort of what's the next iteration of sports look like? And it's you see the popularity, guys, and you're in a zip code where maybe it's something you do, gaming and online gaming, things of that nature. It's not that, but that's kind of the way people consume things. They want, and then once people saw it, like I don't know if you know the No Laying Up guys that have a great podcast that cover golf, and they were like from the first night, they're like, we're all in. It looks awesome. It moves quickly. You can see the personality of the guys. So I was never hesitant. I was always a
is intrigued
buyer.
The word? Yeah. Is intrigued? That was mine. When I first heard about it,
perfect word.
I'm intrigued.
But then now I'd say I'm in. And I mean, I was in from the beginning because I said anything I can do that's in any way helpful, I'm in. And then you see it, and then I found a lot of my friends like casually consumed it and then started looking for it. And I thought maybe they'd be too married to the idea of you got to have Tiger and Rory, you got to have that juice.
And that's where I wanted to go next. I feel like this is giving an opportunity for other golfers that aren't the Rorys and the Schefflers and company.
Look at it this way. Let's say in the NBA, like let's say you don't have LeBron or a Curry or whatever. Well, do you have other stars that can carry it?
Right.
I think that the thing about the game, like these teams, you see guys like Billy Horschel, who's got so much fun and personality, and JT, who's got the perfect combination of ball. Excuse me, I started to say something. I was.
It's okay.
Too much too much podcasting these days. He'll bust your chops. He can bust chops.
Those are dump buttons, Scott. I know it's been a couple of years.
We're busting chops. He's that guy, but then he's a couple-time major champion, and Xander's the same deal. So I think there's more juice than just Tiger and Rory, which is good for the game because the game won't always have Tiger. So, I mean, I feel like it's across the board. It's been a massive win, and what's the future for it? You didn't ask, but I think this is a great start. I think you could see a West Coast venue. Then you give an opportunity. A
little bit more travel.
Right, well, because look, most of the dudes live in this part of the world, and you understand why.
Right, that's why that's the best part about it is these guys, they drive home.
No question.
They drive 15 minutes up the road, and they're back in their beds.
Well, and they say in golf there are never any home games, right? Because you got to go from, like, the tours in Texas this week, and then Texas, and then it's Augusta. So it's home games for these dudes. Well, there's a bunch of guys in Vegas. There's a bunch of guys out in California. You'd love for them to have the opportunity to do it without having to be on planes or whatever. But I don't know. It was an idea. It was something I knew about for a while. I was in, and to have been a very, very small part of it, it's been a blast.
What have you liked the most about Palm Beach? I know it's probably not the first time you've been here, Scott.
Oh, I have a home down in the Keys, so yeah. This was a home game for me. Although when I got in the car post Sports Center last night at 1 in the morning, and like, why am I driving home? This is idiotic. I love this part of the world.
Yep. It's booming.
It really is, and the just anytime I can get down here, I try to. So just to be able to be here when I realized, you know what, I got young kids, they're on break. We're going to be down here. I could do this on site. So, I pitched them on it. Like, you guys
really? They didn't pitch you on that?
Well, I mean, they were always anytime you want to do it, but it just so happened I was down here anyway. So then I asked my bosses, hey, can we do Sports Center from here? And they're like, of course, Matt Berry's doing Sports Center in advance of it already. Yep. So, like, SoFi did such a good job. Like, I mean, hell, I could do the show here nightly, and you wouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, you wouldn't miss a beat.
I mean, they put their muscle behind it.
For sure. And you talked about that simulator. Did you hit one?
I have not.
Did you hit one? Are they going to let you hit one?
I'm going to pass because I hadn't hit a ball. I hit a ball with my youngsters. And let me tell you, fellas, there's a word we don't say in the shank. I had the shanks. And the idea of missing that, Shane Lowry hit the first shot, and he's like, I hope I don't miss the screen. I looked at it, I'm like, that's a big-ass screen. I could miss it. I could miss it right now, and the last thing I want to do is hit one off the hosel and murder somebody. So I'm going to, if they invite me back, maybe, but I ain't
more comfortable than you. Just feel
Scott, you grab that 8-iron.
You
can't shank that 8-iron that bad. Come on.
Buddy, I hit 7-iron hosel rockets that were going sideways, and I literally got to the point where I was like,
the media, take cover. Like,
get umbrellas. Do this on purpose. And then I did it again, and I'm like, I just dropped the club.
Fair
enough.
Like,
whatever I got right now, I can't get rid of.
But Scott, I look at that thing, and I want to hit one.
All right, well, then come on in. Let's go do it.
Scott Van Pelt, longtime ESPN anchor, and the host, TGL, surrounding the programming tonight. You got, of course, the finals closing out tonight. Somebody will get that $9 million purse. Scott, NCAA tournament over the weekend. You're a big Maryland guy.